I've had this Squirrel Morso stove for well over 15 years, probably getting on for 20 years. And it's not been drawing right just lately. I thought, well, there's something not right there at all. I need to investigate. So when you see bits of metal like that, you know that it's something amiss. So I've had a look, let it go out, and I've had a look up there, and you can see that the baffle plate has actually worn straight through. So the heat is going straight up the chimney. The good thing is I've ordered a new baffle plate there, and you can see the fire bricks are cracked on the sides there as well. So I've ordered a new set of proper Morso bricks, not the vernacular ones. Just shy of 100 quid. Ordered it yesterday and it's going to be here today. So that's going to be a job, and that'll make it draw better and get it back to normal. Every day's a bonus. Right, I'm going to show you how I replaced the bricks, the fire bricks and the baffle plate. This isn't an instruction manual, it's just how I actually do it. So I've got the new items here. Just need to double check that I've got the right stuff. Morso, Squirrel and Swift baffle and brick set. And you can see there, paid £93, recommended price is £124.50. I paid shipping, because there's no such thing as free shipping, it's always built into the price. So £99.95 in total. I got it online from Stove Supermarket, and they were the cheapest by far for the combined baffle and brick sets. This is the new baffle plate. Just look at the quality of that, and I can tell that that is a genuine Morso, because it's got the part number there, 1411. And these are the fire bricks, and I can see that they are genuine fire bricks and not the cheaper verniculate which you can actually get, which, to be honest with you, you might get for half the price or a third of the price, but they ain't going to last as long. These in here have been in for a long time, probably 5 years I think it is since I last changed the baffle plate. So check the parts, everything ties up, everything's in order, no damage, so I can proceed with the job. So I'm going to pause this now, rather than give you an hour-long video, because it might take me that long. And as I get the bits out, I'll show you how I've done it and everything else. So there we go, part one. Every day's a bonus. So the first part of changing this baffle plate has not gone according to plan, as you can well imagine. So what the plan was to clean it all out and then gradually ease these side fire bricks out so that I could drop the baffle plate down, because it won't, these baffle plates actually overlap there onto these fire bricks, and you can't just lift it up. You have to take the fire bricks out and then push it up and pull it forwards to get it down. But you can see what's happened there, be very careful, is the baffle plate has actually snapped. So just look at that. I've got that out, and there's the other side. That was an accident waiting to happen. So that's the old one. You can see how it's gone. This is the new one. So absolutely amazing. We've had this fire in, I'd say 24 hours a day now for like the last 3 months, and it's something I hadn't really checked on. I checked at the start of the season, checked when we last had it swept, and everything was fine, but obviously that has sort of corroded, it's got hot, it's got buckled and everything else. And you can see there, look, the fire bricks are cracked, and they've just well, this side's leant forwards. I've got to pull those out. So check your baffle plate, and with hindsight, what I should really have done was mid-season. I should have let it gone out and actually checked the baffle plate before it got to that condition, because that is pretty horrendous. No wonder the fire has not been drawing, and it's in a pretty dangerous condition. So, made a mess inside there, but that's all right, it'll help me clear it. So let's crack on, and when I've got those fire bricks out and got it all swept out, I'll show you how I put it back together. There we go, every day's a bonus. So here we go, everything's all cleaned out, all swept out, all vacuumed out, and all looking good. So I've put the back fire brick in, and that goes in quite easily. Just make sure it's seated right and it's central. And then what I did, by the way, was put all the broken fire bricks and everything else in that box, so I can take those to the tip. So then we need to get the new baffle plate, and if I just put that down there for now, you can see there's a lip there and there's a lip there. Those two lips, just push that back, at the back, they sit on that fire brick there, and those bits there where my finger is, they sit also on the side. Now it's quite a tricky thing, because what I have to do is put that baffle plate onto that brick there, and then while I'm holding it up, put the two fire bricks into the side. So it's not something I'm going to be able to film very well, because I'm going to be in on it, if you know what I mean. My body's going to be in the way, but I could give it a try. Just let me just try, and I'm actually using a tripod today, which is unheard of for me. I think I'm going to be struggling to actually get anywhere near where I want to be without actually showing you anything that's worthwhile. But let's see how we go. So that is the baffle plate, the new one. Of course it's awkward, so I'm going to have to put it in like that, and twist it, and then while I've got that on there like that, I'm going to have to put the side bricks underneath it. I think you could see basically how difficult that is going to be, but let's go for it. I'll pause that there, and then when I've got my bricks out in front of it, I'll come back with the next bit. Just hang on. So let's try this and see how we go. So what you remember is the triangular shaped bit goes to the back, and you see the number there, 410, that goes on the inside. So that has got to go in there. So I'm lifting the baffle plate up, putting the fire brick in like that. While I'm holding that up, shuffle that around, and that's looking good for that side. I'll just put this one in, and then I can double check the baffle plate. So in we go with that one. Make sure it's all the way back, lift the baffle plate up, slide that right back, lift the baffle plate up, slide that one back, make sure that is sat right, and it's not quite sat right, so I'm just going to have to give that a jiggle. Right, so that's there, that one's there, that's gone in, and that one has gone in, and it's sat there as well. Not quite sat there. So, jiggle about time. That's in and that's in, that's safe. Yep. And that's safe. And that's safe. So, there we go. Push those back as far as they'll go. So I'll just show you inside. You can see the new fireworks are in. And you can see the baffle plate is there. And it's sat there right. It's not quite sat there right. So I'm just going to have to shuffle it. So a bit of shuffling around and then I'll be ready for just giving it a final sweep round before I give it a light. Every day's a bonus. So that's all sorted now. I've even cleaned the glass. Put the front guard in there. Emptied the ash can. You can see inside. That's looking nice. And the baffle plate means it's going to draw properly and it's going to protect the top. So, job well done. Just got to go and have some lunch, or dinner should I say. And then when I get back later on tea time, I'll light the fire, but very low, just so that the bricks can settle in before I get it established. So it took me just over an hour, and that's the complete cleaning, dismantling and putting back together, which I don't think is bad. Any tradesman would have charged at least an hour for doing that. But I feel satisfied that I've done it myself and that it's safe, and I know it's going to last for probably another 5 years. Every day's a bonus. So I blacked the top of the stove while I was at it and checked that seal there, made sure that was okay. And I'm now going to light the fire for a gentle heat, just to make sure everything's okay. And that's how I normally sort of set the fire up. Put rows after row of kindling, a couple of fire lighters in, some chunky stuff at the top, and shut the door. And look how nice and clean that is. And there should be a real good drawer on that now. That's what I've been lacking over the last few weeks. There was just no draft at all, and I think that was because of that top plate had just worn away, split, and all the heat was just going straight up the chimney. So let's see how this goes. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fine. I've just noticed actually I've cleaned this glass today, and can you see it's started to go crazy? So that's going to be another job. Get a replacement glass and put that in, so that'll be another video. But there we are. Job well done. Quite pleased about that. I'm going to edit this and put them all together from start to finish as a big video. One of the problems I've got is I might have lots of videos, but I don't have many hours. So I need to try and do some longer videos to complement the shorts. I hope you enjoy this. I hope it's helped. And remember, it's how I do a job, not an instruction manual of how you should do it. Every day's a bonus. Now that's looking better, isn't it? Every day's a bonus.